everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. I am Nuzhat Sana. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. You can attend the quizzes on this app for better practice, and after that you can also read the detailed explanation of the questions you have missed. For regular updates, please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. Also, our latest initiative is UPSC Prelims Test Series for 2021 and 2022 in GK Today Academy app. So if you are appearing in UPSC Prelims, you may consider joining this. So now, without wasting any further time, let's get started. So today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 15th of July 2021. Starting with very first question, where is the National Forensic Science University located in India? So this is located in Ahmedabad, and it is also known as Gujarat Forensic Science University. So recently the Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated the newly built Center of Excellence for Research and Analysis of Narcotics and Psychotropic Substances of the National Forensic Science University there at Ahmedabad. What is psychotropic? It means those drugs that affect the person's mental state. Also, virtual training on investigation of crimes against women was also inaugurated. And along with it, National Dolphin Research Center, that is NDRC, is proposed to be constructed in Patna, which is seen as a huge leap to conserve the endangered Gangetic River dolphin species in India. Then Gujarat was also in news for its Bhalia variety of wheat, because recently Government of India has commenced the exports of this variety of wheat to the countries of Kenya and Sri Lanka. And apart from it, we have talked that GI certified jasmine flowers which belong to Tamil Nadu has been exported to the countries USA and UAE. Also, National Maritime Heritage Complex is to be established in Lothal, Gujarat. Now you have to tell me Ahmedabad and which Japanese city have signed LOI, that is letter of intent for sister city partnership. Means this is not a recent news, but still you should know it. Then apart from it, recently 194 crocodiles have been relocated from Panchmuli Lake near the Statue of Unity in Narmada district. Why? For the safety of tourists. Also, there is a scheme from Gujarat called Agricultural Diversification Scheme, and it is to benefit the Van Bandhu, or you can say farmers of tribal areas. Question number 2. As per a recent NASA study, nuisance floods will occur frequently in 2030 due to the wobble in the orbit of which satellite? So as per the recent study conducted by NASA, that is National Aeronautics and Space Administration, a wobble in Moon's orbit combined with rising sea levels due to climate change will lead to devastating floods on the earth, and these floods are called as nuisance floods. So these usually occur in coastal areas when the tide reaches about 2 feet above the daily average high tide. So as per the study, these nuisance floods will become more frequent and irregular by mid-2030s. So correct answer is option number A. Now apart from it, in the previous lecture we have talked about Enceladus. It is the 6th largest moon of Saturn, and recently NASA's Cassini spacecraft has detected an unusual high concentration of methane along with carbon dioxide and dihydrogen. Then Jupiter's moon Ganymede is important. Why? Because few days back NASA's Hubble Space Telescope has spotted massive saltwater ocean under the icy crest of Ganymede. Okay, so do remember that Ganymede is the Jupiter's largest satellite. Question number 3. Which is the first northeastern state to propose a legislation to protect cattle? So recently Assam Chief Minister Hemant Biswa Sarma tabled proposed legislation to protect cattle in the state through Assam Cattle Preservation Bill 2021. So similar to Assam, other states such as UP, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka have similar laws. So the bill seeks to protect cattle by regulating their slaughter, consumption and preventing their illegal transportation. Okay. Now apart from it, few days back Assam government has signed a memorandum of understanding with Survey of India to implement Swamitva scheme in the state, and the scheme aims to provide an integrated poverty validation in rural areas. So this scheme will be implemented by Union Ministry of Panchayati Raj and Assam government's Department of Revenue and Disaster Management. So actually this Swamitva scheme was launched in April month in 2020 on occasion of National Panchayati Raj Day, and it would provide record of rights to village household owners who are possessing houses in inhabited rural areas in villages. Then also recently, Rubber Board of India has launched the field trials of world's first genetically modified rubber in Guwahati, Assam. Now I am writing the name of 3 products here, and you have to tell me to which country these products have been exported to. First is Kaji Nemu, which is a variety of lemon. Then second is Bao Dhan, or you can call it as red rice. And the third is Latuku, or you can say Burmese grapes. So these products have been exported to different countries and you have to name them. Okay. Question number 4. Which country is building Linglong 1, the world's first commercial small modular reactor? So recently China has officially begun the construction of world's first commercial modular small reactor and named it as Linglong 1 at its Changjiang nuclear power plant. So once completed, the generation capacity of the small modular reactor can reach 1 billion kilowatt hours, and this is expected to cater to more than 5 lakh households in China. So this multi-purpose small modular reactor was the first to be approved by International Atomic Energy Agency in 2016. Now you have to tell me, where does the headquarters of International Atomic Energy Agency lies? Now apart from it, China was also in news because Chinese port city of Qingdao has a massive algae bloom due to pollution and production of organic matter which contains various microorganisms, and hence it can flourish when nutrient-rich sewage flows into seawater. Then also recently, China's Ministry of Industry and IT has issued a draft 3-year action plan to develop the country's cyber security. And the expectation is that the cyber security industry would be worth more than $38.6 billion by the year of 2023. Then apart from it, recently China has banned the synthetic cannabinoids to curb the illegal manufacturing and selling of drugs. Then 2 vaccines from China are important, Sinopharm and Sinovac. So these are the emergency COVID-19 vaccines which have been recently approved by World Health Organization. Also, few days back China has been declared as malaria free by World Health Organization. And Tiangong from China is important. Why? Because it is the flagship space station of China. Now you have to tell me, China's Zhurong rover is related to which of the planets? Please name that planet in the comment section. Question number 5. When is World Malala Day celebrated every year? So the United Nations declared World Malala Day in honor of the young education activist from Pakistan. Actually in 2012, Malala was shot at by Taliban insurgents while she was on her way to school, and hence this day is observed to make an appeal to world leaders to ensure compulsory and free education for every child in their country. So in this regard, 86th Constitutional Amendment Act has been enacted in India, and according to which Article 21A has been added into Constitution. And what does it say? It says that the state shall provide free and compulsory education to all the children of the age 6 to 14 years in such manner as the state may determine. Okay. So it is the state's duty to provide free and compulsory education to the children of 6 to 14 years of age. So this number you can easily remember with 6 and 8 plus 6, 14. So it is 6 and 14. Okay. So this is just a trick to remind this thing. Now apart from it, let's talk about some of the important days from July. First of all, on 1 July we celebrate National Doctors' Day to commemorate the medical industry and its advancements. Then also on the same day we celebrate National Postal Workers' Day. Why? To thank and appreciate all men and women who work consistently and diligently to deliver all our mail and packages. Then also on the same day we celebrate Chartered Accountants' Day. Then 2nd July is celebrated as World UFO Day. Then 4th July is important because it is celebrated as USA Independence Day. Then 7th July is favorite to all the girls because it's World Chocolate Day. Then 11th is celebrated as World Population Day. Can you tell me which state has recently passed the Population Control Bill? Please write in the comment section. Then on 12th of July we celebrate Paper Bag Day. And today, that is on 15th, we celebrate World Youth Skills Day to raise awareness about the importance of technical education and training and development of other skills that are required for a person. Now you have to tell me, when do we celebrate World Milk Day? Question number 6. Moskva, whose name is also used in the BrahMos missile, is a river in which country? So actually, if you don't know, BrahMos Aerospace Limited is a joint venture between DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization, which is from India, and NPOM of Russia. So the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile range derived its name from two rivers, the Brahmaputra in India and the Moskva from Russia. So here correct answer is option number B. So recently the BrahMos missile failed during a test firing which was being carried out off the coast of Odisha. So that's why this missile is in news, as the missile fell shortly after takeoff. Now apart from it, recently Tunguska event was in news and it was happened in Russia. Then Russia is important because it has recently formally exited from Open Skies Pact. I have already told you many times about this pact, so I am not repeating it yet again. Then also, Russia and China has together unveiled a roadmap for a joint international lunar research station. And also these countries have recently announced to extend the TGNFC. Please write the full form of this thing. Now one more thing. Recently India's Forex reserve has crossed the $600 billion mark for the very first time as per latest RBI report, and with this it was tie between India and Russia because both are at the 4th position. Question number 7. RBI has recently allowed which category of banks to apply for amalgamation with the promoter entities? So RBI has recently allowed small finance banks to apply for amalgamation with the promoter entities on completing 5 years of operations. So Equitas Holding Limited and Ujjivan Financial Services said that they would initiate steps on the recent guidelines of RBI, and the shares of the small finance banks also rose after the directions issued by the central bank. Now apart from it, recently RBI has mandated that 7.5% of banks' total credit should be provided to the micro enterprises. So this figure is extremely important. Also, RBI has approved Centrum Financial Services to take over Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. RBI has also announced the periodical data on household financial savings. Also, RBI has issued the directions for dividend payout for NBFCs, under which dividend ratio has been capped at 50 to 60%. Now you have to tell me who are the 4 deputy governors of RBI. Please write in the comment section. Question number 8. Critical race theory or CRT, which was making news sometimes, is associated with which country? So critical race theory, or you can say it as CRT, acknowledges that systematic racism is part of the society of USA as it examines American history through the lens of racism. So the theory was seen in the news often after the killings of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor by police and the subsequent nationwide. So the conservatives of the country are against the theory as they consider this as an attempt to rewrite American history and have been insisting to pass laws against CRT. And already we have talked that due to the murder of George Floyd, a police officer named as Derek Chauvin has been sentenced to 22.5 years of imprisonment, and this is the longest term of imprisonment ever imposed on any USA police officer. Then apart from it, US government has cancelled JD project, or you can say Joint Enterprise Defense Infrastructure project, and now JWCC project would be there, which means Joint Warfighter Cloud Capability project. And now the US administration will divide the contract between multiple companies. Apart from it, recently USA has imposed moratorium on death penalty at federal level. What do you understand by this term? It is the temporary stopping of any activity officially. Can you tell me who is Abhimanyu Mishra? He is an Indo-American, and why he is important, you have to write that. Question number 9. Sher Bahadur Deoba has been sworn in as the Prime Minister of which country? So the Congress President of Nepal, Sher Bahadur Deoba, has been sworn in as the Prime Minister of Nepal recently, and he was appointed as the Prime Minister by President Bidya Devi Bhandari. So actually recently a 5-member constitutional bench of Nepal's apex court ruled that ex-Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's claim as Prime Minister is unconstitutional, and hence Sher Bahadur has assumed charge as Prime Minister of Nepal now. Recently, President of Haiti has been assassinated, and who is it? Jovenel Moise. Now let's quickly talk about some recent appointments. New President of Iran is Ibrahim Raisi. The new President of Syria is Bashar al-Assad. New Prime Minister of Israel is Naftali Bennett. Then new Prime Minister of Central African Republic is Henry Mary Dondra, and President of Uganda is Yoweri Museveni. So these are some of the recent appointments internationally. Can you tell me who has been chosen as new Director of CBI? Please write the name of that person in the comment section. Coming to last question, KVIC is a statutory body formed in which year? What is KVIC? It is the Khadi and Village Industries Commission, and it is a statutory body under Union Ministry of MSME, formed in April 1957 under the Act of Parliament called Khadi and Village Industries Commission Act of 1956. So this has been formed in 1957. So why it is in news? Because recently KVIC has secured the trademark registration for its brand Khadi in which countries? Bhutan, UAE and Mexico. So now this Khadi brand would be relevant in these countries as well. Now can you tell me what is a statutory body? Actually it means a non-constitutional body which is set up by the parliament. These bodies are called as statutory, okay? Now project of KVIC is very important, called REHAB. And what is it? Reducing elephant-human attacks using bees. So actually this project aims to prevent elephant-human conflicts without creating harm to either of them. So for this purpose, bee boxes are used as fence to prevent elephant from entering the human habitation. So actually these bee boxes were present as part of Honey Mission, which was launched by KVIC in 2017. And the aim of this mission is to provide awareness and freedom in beekeeping. Now can you tell me honey is related to which revolution? Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comments. So be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.